Hey there guys! Davi 90 RTCB here.
There, I made the intro. Am I a pro now?
You have seen me play in almost every video I've uploaded here on the channel, but today I'm bringing you one in which I'll simply share my personal opinions and experience. 3 years ago I did it with Jackson, but today I want to talk to you about Cort instead. As you can read in the title, I tried 5 of them, all cheap, 4 different series. Let us use as a starting point what you can see if you go to Cort website and select Beginner. As you can see, these are all the electric guitars you can get if you're a novice. So let us check together the ones we have seen here. G250 SE, X200, X100, KX100, CR100. To tell the truth, there was another model that caught my attention, and I'm talking about the M600, this blue model here. So I went to check the price of this guitar. Not exactly as cheap as the others. Anyway, let us continue our journey by talking about the Cort G250 SE. It belongs to the G series, and if you look carefully at the website page I showed you earlier, the G series is the largest in terms of models to choose from. A guitar with an HSS configuration that comes not with 5, but with 6 positions to play with. Using the distortion, I tried them all, alternating as always, rhythm and leads. In that video I also did a pretty wide exploration about the clean sounds, which is something that I don't usually do, but to get to the point, I had the best vibes with the clean part. And this is also something that I said in that video. Of the various Cort, this one wouldn't be my first choice if I needed a guitar to play mainly metal with. On the other hand, I was satisfied with the neck, a roasted maple satin finished neck, flows very well, and had a great feel with it. But the big surprise with that guitar was the playability. Yes, because it was super tasty to play, and that was something I never had with the others I tried before. There is also, unfortunately, a sore point, and I'm talking about the tremolo bridge. I mean, rechecking the tuning after every single take gets pretty frustrating after a while. But, well, allow me to say, just in case you don't know, that I'm not a great fan of tremolo bridges in first place. You can check the original covers if you want proof, but trust me, you won't see me use the whammy bar once. This guitar is currently out between 250 and 280 euros. Now let's move on to the Cort CR100, a guitar tried in 2024. Okay, this guitar comes with an HH configuration, but if you look carefully, there's a specific feature here. And no, I'm not talking about the shape. Guys, this guitar comes with 4 knobs, 2 of which are tone knobs. You can start with the classic 3 positions if you want. Humbucker at the bridge, 2 humbuckers together, the humbucker at the neck. But be careful guys, because some seconds ago I told you we have 2 tone knobs here. So, if you're playing with the 2 humbuckers together, you can tweak with the tone knobs and get different sounds. In the video, I showed you what happens if you play with the 2 tone knobs at full power and what happens if you alternate them, therefore using one at a time. So I think that we can sum it up this way. The 3 main positions plus a few more possibilities if you tweak with the tone knobs while playing with the 2 humbuckers together. Focusing now on the neck, it is a simple, hard maple. No issues there, very smooth. The playability I'll give it the passing grade. By the way, don't get fooled by the classic rock shape, because I'm pretty sure that you can also play some good heavy metal with it. And you can find it for 280 euros. Let us stay in 2024, because now it is the turn of the KX100. It is definitely a simple guitar. HH configuration, so 3 positions to play with, a hardtail bridge, so no whammy bar, hard maple neck. Oh, and that's right, this one has 24 frets. The 2 we saw before only have 22. I appreciated that guitar big time, even though it wasn't in the best condition when it arrived, but once everything was fixed, it was a great discovery. I remember making a poll with 2 other guitars, and most of you guys voted for this one, and let me tell you again, a damn good choice. I don't think there's something special to point out here because, like I told you, it is a simple guitar. But a simple guitar that can do its dirty work when it's time to get some crushing metal tones. Currently available between 220 and 270 euros. Now let's talk about the Cort X200. A very recent model which I tried just a few months ago. A guitar that comes with an HSH configuration, so 5 positions to play with, and also with 24 frets. I really like the tone I was able to get out of it, so this one is another excellent guitar if you want to practice some metal. A very solid guitar with a tremolo bridge that I tried setting up myself, but this time it was a good experience. By playing normally, you won't get any tuning issues. Clearly, if you push too hard with the whammy bar, there it will struggle a bit. But in general, I must say it. It made me feel pretty safe. The part that didn't really thrill me this time was the neck. I'm not talking about the material, still hard maple like the CR and the KX. But this time, this one was pretty fat. Yes, in this regard, considering the others, the most uncomfortable. Watch it, guys, if you want to play some big chords on it, because you might get some cramps. About playability, is more than a passing grade this time. I also wanted to compare this model with the older model, the X100, but the guitars face off in which I compare the X200 with the KX100 just didn't perform very well. Truth be told, is also the channel that hasn't been performing very well lately, but let's say that, to put it simply, I lost the interest there and prefer to focus on something else. You can buy this guitar for 300 euros. Having reached this point, I rightly need to talk about the X100, but here a little intro is needed. In the video about my experience with the JS series from Jackson, there I also talked about the JS32, a guitar that we saw only in Guitars Face Off, as I have never made a video in which I explored it singularly. Well, with the Cort X100, it's just the same exact situation. The reason for that is that we're talking about the very first Cort I got my hands on, and therefore it's maybe 5, maybe 6 years ago, I swear it, I can't even remember. But considering that so much time has passed, I think that a question is mandatory here. Do I still have the same thoughts as back then? Talking about the sound, I haven't changed my mind about that, because if you want to play some metal, this one will be another good, affordable guitar that will easily serve this purpose. But now, to take a specific example, the Guitars Face Off in which I compared the Jackson JS22 with the Cort X100. Year 2022. There I said that both guitars were equally comfortable, but well, actually I must take it back, because the playability of the JS22 is superior. than that of the X100. I could use the lack of knowledge, the lack of experience as an excuse, but I won't. I prefer to say that I was too superficial there, and I just believe that there shouldn't be any shame in admitting this. Still talking about Guitars Face Off, there is another one that I want to get back to life, and I'm talking about the one between the KX100 and the X100. Definitely a more mature video, because I not only compared the sounds, the neck, and the playability, but also the specs and the differences between them. What I deemed important there is of course the bridge, because if you want to use the whammy bar, the X100 is the only solution. And I also pointed out that the neck of the KX100 was a bit smoother than that of the X100, although they are both made of the same material, hard maple. And this one is the cheapest you can find, 200 euros. We are entering the final part of the video, but before I tell you which one is my favorite, there's one more aspect that I want to share with you guys. And I'm not talking about the guitars, I'm talking about the brand itself. Yes, because Cort deserves a big round of applause for the quality of the world that has managed to create. I know that like this it doesn't make a lot of sense, but don't worry guys, now I'll make it sense. I'm thinking about the Cort G250 SE. And what is special about this model? The pickup configuration? Maybe. But it can be better, because if you pull the tone knob up, you have the possibility to split the humbucker at the bridge. And this is something you can do only with the Cort G250 SE, the CR100. We can talk about the shape, of course. Great. But this guitar has two tone knobs. Have I shown you other guitars with this particular feature, the KX100? And well, actually here the only thing that comes to mind is simplicity. And well, this is something not bad at all, at least for me. The X200, some might consider it an evolution of the X100, because it has a new tremolo bridge and a different pickup configuration, coming with two more positions to play with. What I'm trying to tell you here, guys, is that each guitar has something unique, something special. And I can push it further, guys, because if you want to play some blues, jazz, or funky, I strongly believe that the Cort G250 SE is there for you. If you want to play your favorite rock song, the CR100 comes with that shape. If you want to record your metal songs, you need some crushing metal tones, the KX100 or the X200 are just waiting to be played. In my eyes, Cort succeeded in giving a direction to their guitars, like they have organized their stuff with a precise plan in mind. If I had to think of other brands I've tried myself, I can't think of any that has managed to create such a well-defined world. I can't think of Jackson. They also have many entry-level guitars, but we all should know that Jackson has those who play heavy metal as primary target. I mean, have you ever seen a guy at a jazz show playing a Kelly JS32? And finally the time has come to reveal my favorite Cort so far. Cort KX100 is my favorite, mainly for two reasons. I love to play heavy metal, and I am a simple guy myself. Just give me three positions, well, actually two will suffice, one fixed bridge holding the tuning well, 2 powerful humbuckers, 1 smooth and comfortable neck, and I'm more than happy. These are obviously personal preferences, so if you need or prefer something else, no problem for me. I know I have talked a lot today, but seriously guys, I hope I have given you some cool information about the entry-level guitars from Cort that I've tried along the way. If you have any questions guys, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below, because I'm always eager to chat with you. I also want you to know that I'm working on a new original cover, but in this very moment I am stuck with the pre-production, because there are some parts that I still have to get right. I'm also planning on bringing a new guitar here on the channel, and in a few days I'll decide what to do first. If you want to support me guys, the list is always the same. But never forget, until the next time. Try it until it's tight.